Hello, future programmer. Today we are going to talk about something very exciting called assembly language. Think of it as the secret language of your computer's brain, the processor. MASM, Microsoft Macro Assembler. MASM helps us write instructions the computer can understand directly. It translates our human-readable assembly code into machine code. Machine code, the series of ones and zeros the processor actually executes, communicate on a fundamental level, precise control over the computer's actions. Why learn something so low level? Learning MASM gives a deep understanding of how computers truly work. You will learn about memory. You will learn about registers. You will learn how the processor handles data. Valuable even if you use Python or Java. Helps you write more efficient code. Helps you debug complex problems. Helps you appreciate the magic behind the scenes, like a car mechanic understanding every part of an engine. Before we can start writing our amazing assembly programs, we need to gather a few essential tools. Don't worry, this is simpler than it sounds. The primary tool we need is the MASM assembler itself, often bundled with a larger Microsoft software package. The best way to get MASM and other critical development tools is by installing Microsoft Visual Studio. You can download the free Community Edition. It's powerful enough for our needs. Visual Studio is an IDE, a big toolbox with everything in one place. Inside Visual Studio, we'll find the MASM assembler ml.x, ml64.x, the linker, the debugger. Now that we know what tools we need, let's go through the process of installing them. The main component we need to install is Visual Studio. You can find the latest version by searching for Visual Studio Community online, which will take you to the official Microsoft download page. Once you have downloaded the installer file, double-click it to begin the installation process. The installer will first download some initial files and then present you with a screen full of different workloads. A workload is a pre-packaged collection of tools for a specific type of development, like web development, game development. For our purposes, the most important workload is called desktop development with C++. You must select this option. This workload includes the C++ compiler, the Windows Software Development Kit, and, most importantly for us, the MASM assembler. The installer will then download and install all the necessary files, which might take some time depending on your internet speed. After the installation is complete, you will have everything you need. Alright, so it is time for the most exciting part, writing your very first program. We are going to create a classic Hello World application. This simple program will just display the text Hello World on the screen and then exit. To get started, open your favorite text editor like Notepad++, Visual Studio Code, and create a new file. Be sure to save this file as hello.asm. The .asm extension is important because it tells everyone, including the assembler, that this is an assembly language source file. Now let's start writing the code, and I will explain each part as we go. The first part of our program sets up the necessary environment and declares our data. We need to let the assembler know that we are using external functions from the Windows library, specifically exit process, to end our program. We also declare a section for our data. Here, we create a variable named message that holds our text string. The DB directive stands for define byte, and it stores the text hello world, followed by a 0. This 0, called a null terminator, is very important because it tells the system where the string of text ends. You have written your code, and now it is time to bring it to life. This process involves 2 steps. Assembling linking, open the developer command prompt you tested earlier. Navigate to the directory where you saved hello.asm. Use the cd command, change directory. The first step is assembling. In the prompt type, ml64.x/c hello.asm. ml64.x is the 64-bit MASM assembler. The /c switch tells it to assemble only, no linking. If successful, the assembler produces hello.obj. Hello.obj is machine code, not yet runnable. It's an intermediate build step. The second step is linking. Link the object with system libraries to make an executable. This tells the linker to take hello.obj, connect it to the console subsystem, set the start to main, and output hello.x. If successful, you'll see hello.exe in the folder. This is your program. Congratulations! You can run it now. Type hello.x and press enter. You won't see hello world, but the program will run and exit without errors. That proves assembly, linking, and execution worked. Tip: always assemble and link separately. It's easier to diagnose assembler versus linker errors. Pay attention to error messages. They guide fixes. Keep practicing. You'll write more complex programs soon.